Okay, we didn't hit last night because the Cleveland Cavaliers won a basketball game, and then you knew it was over. Like, you knew it was over. As soon as Cleveland was winning in Boston, it was like, all right, there's no way that the city of Cleveland is going to be able to have two nice things in the same night. So blame the Cavaliers for us losing. In fact, one of those legs, the one that we hit, we may have to go right back to that. Thank you for coming back here. If you're here to fade or if you're here to tail, I don't give a shit. As long as you hit the thumbs up button, that's really all that matters. And if you're here and you haven't hit the thumbs up button, then you're a freeloader. And I know where I stand with you. But I'd still love you to be part of this community because, look, we may agree to disagree or we may simply just disagree. You don't have to agree to disagree. You could just disagree with somebody. I don't know where that notion came from. Probably from the same person who said, well, everyone has a right to their own opinion. Let's look at my opinion tonight here when it comes to the Philadelphia Phillies. And I'm going to highlight a little bit of Odd Shopper so you can see what we have up here as far as some plays. I'm just bringing you behind. I figure if I'm going to talk about my stuff, at the very least, I can show you what we have. But we're going to start with the Philadelphia Phillies. And we're going to start with a guy in Ranger Suarez right now who is pitching as well as anyone in baseball. Unfortunately for Ranger Suarez, another guy who's pitching arguably a little bit better, but maybe not, is on his team and bears the term ace in Zach Wheeler. The reality, though, is Suarez is on freaking fire. The numbers for Suarez alone this year match exactly what we've really seen from performance. And, oh, by the way, you've got a Marlins team, mind you, that doesn't do well, that doesn't bode well, whatever you want to call it here, against lefties. So you start to look at where we are with his lineup. All right, you got a couple of guys, Josh Bell, Nick Gordon, that are going to work some counts a little bit more. Trevor Rogers is just due to get slammed by an angry Phillies team. Suarez numbers, those are not hollow. Those bold white numbers are as legit as it gets. The 240X Woba, he's not walking anybody. This is just a beautiful matchup here. So our first leg is going to be Suarez 5+ Ks, Philadelphia Phillies to win. We like Suarez to get the win. We like Suarez to be out there deep into this game. The 7th inning, I would anticipate Ranger pitching into, especially with full control against this squad. That is our first play here. All right. So let me bring you back just so you can see what's going on Odd Chopper as we move on to our next play. Next play is going to be just where we finished and ended up last night. That's on the road in LA. And we're going to go right back to that same well that we discussed, which is taking now another squad that just has a fantastic matchup. And look, Griffin Canning is not atrocious like the worst pitcher in baseball, but he's struggling. And Alec Marsh is not a guy that you'd want to hitch many horses to on the other side. But who's got the worst? Who's got the tougher matchup between the two? It's not even close. Here's the problem, right? Where is the attack for Griffin Canning? Where is the opening for a guy like Griffin Canning against a Royals team that does not strike out at all? We talked about that as far as with the Marlins. You got a couple of guys. Look at this. Look at this Marlins team. MJ Melendez. Look, if that means the expense of some power, some pop, go ahead and swing away, young man. None of these guys are striking out. All of these guys who are impact hitters, by the way, are not striking out. I think they're 2 or 3 in Major League Baseball right now as far as K percentage. So absolutely, let's go back and take the Royals on this one to win. And we don't need to spank. We don't need to run line this thing. We just need to take them to win. Look, I think there's probably some value on the run line if you find the best number. But at plus 291 for this parlay here, I'm good, man. I'm absolutely good. Suarez, 5Ks, Phillies to wins plus 110. We add that to the Royals minus 116, plus 291 on FanDuel. That's fine with me. Absolutely fine with me. Now, I'm going to show you something that's awesome. All right? Absolutely awesome. I'm going to give you an opportunity to get 20% off Odd Shopper with code Shander. That's great. It's not awesome, but it's great. And you're going to get everything here. 20% off. Again, check out with the link below, code Shander. Let me show you what we have now, though. This thing is awesome. That's why I use the term. You can set your minimum EV. This is called a mass entry tool. So let's just say you want to get a little crazy here. You want to go 5% EV. All right. You can allow any bet that you see here. Let's go to Caesar, see what we have. We may not. No bets. Okay. Because we went a little bit too high. So let's go to DraftKings and see what we have here. There we go. DraftKings. Now, this is the crazy part, right? It just generated all of these bets. 7 bets. Okay. If you want, you don't need to highlight, select. You don't need to do anything. Just go to bet now. And now we wait. We head on over to DraftKings. And then look at this. Our card is now full. Now, I had some from earlier. I'll show you that. So let me clear this and do it again for you. Okay. And this is the beauty of it. Like getting to the bet now is just so cool because now you have everything, all 7 plays you see in the card. Everything that popped up on the mass entry tool popped up on my card. Come on. I mean, seriously. And I'm giving you 20% off this thing just for using code Shander. I'm sorry, but if you can't take a week just to sniff around and just show what we're doing here,